on the start line, ready to go here in Stranraer for the first time. A fast 1 kilometre circuit. They, of course, have the sighting lap to just let that pack just shuffle itself. Riders are we looking to try and move themselves up. You see those yellow jerseys of our series leaders, Pro Noctis. So Joe Tindley from Sammy Stewart and Emma Jeffers rolling out here. Oh, that brother UK rider crash at the front, and unfortunately that has delayed most of the peloton. 4 of your Pro Noctis riders just trying to find their way through. Bex Durrell going through, so unfortunately crash at the front of the peloton, and it's Lucy Lee that's gone down there. Look at what's happened at the front. So 4 riders have got clear here. Kate Richardson on the front here, they're sprinting it out. Sammy Stewart comes up alongside. Is she going to take maximum points through that lap? Here comes the sprint behind. Beth Morrow just crossing the line. Here for Cams Basso, Lucy Elmore keeping that gap. So it's between Cams Basso and the Pro Noctis Red Chili bikes. So it was Stewart from Richardson, Tindley, Jeffers and Morrow. So 5 points there for Sammy Stewart. So some points pulled back for the LDN Brother UK rider. Stewart now opens up the sprint. Tindley, it looks like Joe Tindley is quite happy to just take second place points here. So it's another 5 points for Sammy Stewart. So just chipping away a little bit. Lucy Elmore off the front here for Pro Noctis. We've seen her do this before in Gisborough. She jumped clear on her own and managed to get up to the breakaway group, but with a gap of over 40 seconds, it would be a big job to do that. There's your result of Sprint 2. So Sammy Stewart, another 5 points. Tindley just settles in there with 4 points in second. 3 points for Emma Jeffers. So after Sprint 2, Sammy Stewart, 10 points at the top of the leaderboard. Joe Tindley with 7, 1 sprint to go. And then, of course, we have sprint points on the line. At the end of Sprint 3, Sammy Stewart took maximum points. Our breakaway group of 4 riders still clear, just lapping some back markers. Amy Gornall led the peloton over to take 1 point. Sammy Stewart, a successful night for the second place rider in the sprints classification, gaining a few points over the Pro Noctis leader. After 3 sprints, 15 for Sammy Stewart on the night. Closes very slightly to Tindley with Jeffers. Great night there in 3rd spot. Tindley through to the front. Joe Tindley now decides that she's going to try and lead this one out. Emma Jeffers right on her. Richardson and Stewart are there. Who's got the power? They'll swing left and left again. They just dig into that corner. Tindley winds it up. They're about to go past that 150 meters to go from that bottom corner. It's 100 meters up towards the line. Tindley now carries the speed out of that bottom corner. The National Criterium champion looking for the win, but here comes Jeffers. Emma Jeffers, the junior, the 17-year-old from Jaden Vive Lavello. Outwits Joe Tindley, who has to settle for second yet again. There's your replay. What a night for Emma Jeffers. A rising star takes the victory ahead of Tindley. Count those jerseys. Cams Basso to their Pro Noctis. They've got to get them up towards the front. Lucy Elmore just a little bit further back, but Bex Durrell takes the bunch sprint ahead of Megan Barker and Frankie Hall. But Pro Noctis strength in numbers in that second group. Emma Jeffers, taking a while to sink in, your winner on the night. A future star in the making, an outstanding performance for Emma Jeffers of Jaden Vive Lavello. Joe Tindley has to settle for second again. Kate Richardson and Sammy Stewart, the other members of our breakaway group, onto the podium for the first time. A real rising star. We won't forget this name. Emma Jeffers takes her first Tour Series victory. Great to see Bex Durrell back on the podium. Fastest lap on the night, 1:25.489. Joe Tindley retains the freewheel.co.uk Blue Sprinters jersey. And she was back on the podium with her teammates, team winners on the night, and they retain those freewheel.co.uk yellow jerseys. Pronoctis still at the top of the leaderboard with a 12-point advantage over Team Spectra Wiggle Vitus. What a season Jade and Vive La Vella are having. They're in third with 26 points. The men on the start line are ready for their sighting lap here in Stranraer. That US National Champions jersey, the stars and stripes of Luke Lamperti. Moving clear onto the back of the bike, Trinity Racing bringing a strong team to the last 2 rounds. It really was a show of strength in Sunderland. Harry Tanfield runs wide yet again, carrying loads of speed through that corner, but Harry Tanfield takes the sprint. But more importantly, where is Matt Bostock? We just see him there crossing the line in 5th place. So in the opening sprint here in Stranraer, he's giving away points to Harry Tanfield. He takes that 5, Bostock with 1. Out of the bottom corner, it's the 1st and 2 overall in the sprints competition. Bostock and Tanfield. Bostock looks back over the shoulder. Tanfield comes up to challenge. It's going to be a throw to the line. And it's going to be tight. Might be a little photo on that one. I think it was close on the line. And there you have it. Matt Bostock swings back in favour of the sprints leader. He takes the 5. Tanfield takes 4. Lamperti scores yet again in 3rd. So after 2 sprints, Harry Tanfield up there, 9 points, 2 ahead of Lamperti, but importantly, just pulling back a few points on Matt Bostock. With still 3 rounds to go, you can't afford to lose a deficit to Harry Tanfield. The way he is sprinting it out in these intermediate sprints for Ribble Weltite, carries such great speed out of that corner. And with Sungod, the rider in the middle there, Reese Wood, looks back and unfortunately takes a point away from Matt Bostock there. And there you have it. Harry Tanfield takes 5, Reese Wood takes 4, Matt Bostock takes 3, so gives another 2 points away to Harry Tanfield. The finish sprint is going to become super important, so it's 14 on the night for Harry Tanfield, 9 for Matt Bostock. That's the important 2. Because going into tonight, remember, the deficit was 10 points from Tanfield to Bostock. Now we line up for the sprint. Quick, just trying to fight his way through. Lamperti is there, poised and ready. Can Crockett make it the dream night, though, for Ribble Weltite and Scotland? He is there right on the wheel. You can see it's getting physical. Bostock tries to move himself through. Mazzoni is there. Lamperti comes through on the inside. Tanfield is there. 2 corners to go. It is 150 metres, 100 metres to go from the bottom corner. Lamperti from Tanfield, but there's a little bit of daylight out of that bottom corner. 2nd in Sunderland. Can the US National Champion take the win here? Yes, he can. Luke Lamperti takes it. Harry Tanfield takes 2nd spot, but don't forget, count your jerseys for the team classification. Blake Quick on the right there in Sunderland, but tonight it belongs to Luke Lamperti. 2nd in Sunderland, 1st in Stranraer for US National Champion Luke Lamperti of Trinity Racing. Harry Tanfield 2nd for Ribble Weltite, Bostock 3rd for With Sungod, but importantly, Finn Crockett and Charlie Tanfield make the top 10. Great to see the Stars and Stripes on the top step of the podium, the US Criterium champion Luke Lamperti. Matt Bostock, fastest lap on the night, 1:11.491. And he retains the lead in the freewheel.co.uk blue sprinters jersey, but he'll be feeling the heat from Harry Tanfield. He was back on the podium with his With Sungod teammates as they retain those freewheel.co.uk yellow jerseys, but the defending champions Ribble Weltite are closing the gap. As we head towards round 5, it's now a 3-point advantage for With Sungod over Ribble Weltite, with Wales Racing Academy in 3rd. In 2021, it came down to 1 point. It's looking tight yet again.